Welcome back to the Paranormal News from Ecto Portal. I'm Anthony Anderson, your host. This is my co-host,
Verna Wilson.
And,
and I'm your Paranormal News lady, Linda Walker.
That's right. And of course, before we do the news here real quick, we're going to do tonight's show on nightmares.
Yes, on nightmares.
The meanings of nightmares, and maybe get callers calling in on what they might relay some of their nightmares.
Right.
And we'll share them with you, and you can maybe listen in the podcast. There's a link right below this. If you look right below the video, there's a link there to fccfreeradio.com. And then you can go right down and download that podcast and look up Ecto Portal on the FCC Free Radio site, and you can download all of our past podcasts, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So without further ado, we're going to go right to Linda and do the paranormal news.
Hit my theme song. Hey everybody. Okay, so we got some articles mostly. We don't have too many videos or anything like that. The first one I'm going to tell you about is a ghost sighting of a mysterious girl in upstate New York. Sparks a debate. This is on May 3rd, 2017. There's a photograph on our Facebook page, Echo Portal. And there was a ghost roaming around Cambridge. A blurry photo shows a mysterious little girl who seems to be playing in the wooded area. This image has sparked much discussions whether the girl is real or a ghost. The image was taken in a trail camera off of Route 74, has piqued paranormal experts' interest to come visit the Cambridge area, according to News 10. Landowners of the wooded area placed a trail camera where to deter people from hanging around. They went through their photos and came across a picture of a girl who wanted to make sure that she was okay. Residents said that the legend about the little girl who was hit and killed on a train track used to run around throughout the area. Village of Cambridge Greenwich Police Chief George Bell said that the grandfathers called and stated that the picture of the little girl was his granddaughter who lived out of the state. The grandfather said around that time they were walking through the four-wheeler path through the property with the small trail camera, according to Bell. Cambridge police received other calls whether the photo of the girl is true. They don't have any solid answers. This photograph is very particular, so I want you to take a look.
All right, we'll talk about when you take a look. Take a look at this photograph.
Unreal looking. It's just.
I think it's a kid playing in the woods, and
it looks like a kid playing in the woods and showed up in the camera. Yeah, but according, why some grandfather that this little girl, that was his granddaughter. I mean, the one was killed.
But people can believe anything if they want to.
I guess.
But think about it. They say, oh, it doesn't look like any little girl that lives around here. How often did you, when you were kids, go run off into other neighborhoods that you've never been in?
And trespassing in people's properties?
And went home.
Yeah.
So if someone had a camera in their yard and you went, ah! and it took a picture of you,
Yeah.
and you're moving. You notice it's a game camera. Game
Right.
cameras, they start photographing or videoing when you move, when there's
Right.
movement. So that she could have just started to move, and they got a picture. It may not have been on video, just been images, because it takes stills like every few
But
seconds.
doesn't he claim that it looks like his granddaughter?
He claims that, but
How old is he?
I mean,
how long
you see,
she's
I
been
mean,
dead,
obviously he has
too,
pictures
so-
of her. He can just compare the pictures.
Well,
to me, it's like when someone says, "Oh, you know, there's a ghost in this old building. You know, I smell perfume. Do you? Yeah, I thought I saw a woman in a bonnet once. Oh, well, it must be Mrs. So-and-so who used to own this house." That's a huge assumption.
Oh,
Very
totally.
big assumption.
You
Yeah.
know, I mean, a lot of people do that, and I go, "Yeah, that's nice."
Well, me personally, I think it's a fake. Period.
I don't think it's a ghost. I don't think
No,
it's
I don't
fake,
think it's.
but I don't think it's a ghost.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's a fake. It's not a ghost. It's
What do you
nothing
think?
paranormal.
I think it looks like it could be a kid just jumping in front of the camera. It doesn't look like a real, like anything really got captured really
The
quickly.
only way they can prove that little girl is a ghost if her grandfather had a picture of her.
Exactly. Compare
True,
the pictures
to
side
show,
by side to prove
and
it.
then show a death certificate or something that she passed away.
Yeah, they got to
And
show
then
more
I can
proof
say,
than that.
okay,
Yeah.
maybe I can believe that.
Exactly, I agree.
And you know, that's the reason why we do these investigations. Everybody who wonders why we're so adamant on documentation, because we want to recover history. That's the way you recover history
Absolutely.
and
Names,
proof.
dates.
Yeah,
every-
dates, names, everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And you prove it along with the documentation, but that's for another show. So
And that's where
Yeah.
you can say it's paranormal.
right, exactly.
All right, what else? Have you
Okay, so this one comes all the way from England. This mother calls in Ghostbusters to banish spirits who enter son's bedroom. Viva Vortex. This is in April 27, 2017. Christy Lee left in hysterics when she found her screaming son, Kyron, being dragged across the floor by an invisible entity. She called a team of spectral experts who held a 2-hour-long séance to banish her unwanted guests. I was petrified to death. I couldn't move, said the mother. Eerie events unfold as the young family moved into their Birmingham home. This is in England. Things started going bumping in the night. Miss Lee's father, David, said that he knew something was up. Something was up to a pungent smell in the bedroom. The mother called a team of spectral experts, Ghostbusters or ghost hunters. And you can smell the spirit. The spirit leaves a sweaty sock smell. Well, she has a little boy in her room. Her little boy starts stinking after a while. So. And believe me, I had a son. And I used to walk in and smell like a gym. Oh, God.
Okay.
Anyway, he said that ice cream man by day. Now, this is so weird. He said ice cream man by day claims to have psychic powers.
Is the dad, David?
Yeah.
Okay.
That has psychic powers.
You
Aware
can tell
that something was
tell what
amiss.
ice cream you want.
Yeah. If I go through the house, I would know there are spirits, and I will know that where the spirit is, he said. This is the ice cream man. And let's see. Kyron's behavior changed while weird things occurred inside the dorsal crescent home. Doors locked themselves. The family would find toys mysteriously scattered across the floor. Then chilling. Then a family's friend child visit. After leaving the home, he says, "Mom, the monsters are not scary. They're just big fat men there." But the creepy events were yet to come. In the scene reminisce a horror film, The Exorcist. Christy believed the spirits was used on 1-year-old Kyron's body to communicate and even change the toddler's voice.
Oh, she has the full spectrum, doesn't she? Possession, haunting.
Haunted, I know, this
Everything.
is got the whole
Jeez.
tamale. In the bedroom, Karen woke up hysterically, and he says he sounded possessed, and Miss Lee said, "I went to his room, and then he looked terrified, so I brought him into my room. He basically stopped crying, and he looked up at us, and another voice came from him, clear as day, I don't know," and then starts laughing, and then he continues waking up in the night, throwing up and refusing to sleep in the room. Then she called the paranormal investigator known as Spooky Julie.
I'm glad Linda did the voice of Dick Van Dyke from Mary Poppins. Just
Yeah.
Jiminy, Jim,
Exactly.
okay. And he was bullied apparently, but his kids was scared off of him. And Mr. Lee, he must have been the bad one in the relationship, been violent, and apparent that he's been stabbed. This is the ghost.
Wow. So,
The family
Gee.
unsuccessfully
What a mess.
tried to find out more about the man who may be dead for decades. Let's see, they have been around this house for a reason, and the dad and more of the ghosts that meets the eye, and following last year's seance, the family say they have no longer been visited by spirits, because they probably got bored with them. And let's see, but Mrs. Lee experienced to open her eyes up to the spirit world and added, I never seen one or felt one, but I do believe in them.
wow. So all this from a vortex in her son's bedroom.
Yes,
All that drama.
all that
Let
drama.
me show some pictures of
Yeah,
them.
show the
This is
pictures.
the pictures of the family. Here, take a look. Okay, that vortex doesn't look that scary to me.
No, not really.
No, I
But, you know,
Maybe there's bleeding walls next.
I don't know. Did you see the little thing about the little boy? It was
Yeah.
kind of cute. He's going to grow out of that real quick.
All right.
Anyhow, so that's what happened in England.
Okay.
All right, now the big story that we want to tell you guys. About a few weeks ago, we did a thing about the
The
Mothman.
Mothman next
Yes,
a couple
well-
months
Oh,
ago.
yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, was it a couple of months
But
ago?
we did
did?
another paranormal news story about a guy driving down the road and saw the Mothman.
I saw the Mothman.
This is
Oh
related-
yeah, a
Yeah,
picture of the
I remember
Mothman.
that.
This is related to that.
Well, he's back. Except he's in Chicago. All right. So 3 different witnesses report seeing a man-sized bird, aka Mothman. There's a video and a short newscast about it. We reported a few weeks ago in the picture on one of the sightings, and this happened in May 12th, updated and Tuesday, May 12, 2017. Anyhow, I'm going to save this really quick. Okay, 3 separate people in Chicago reported seeing a man size of a bat or owl over the 24-hour period. The report are being investigated by U.S.-based mutual UFO
MUFON.
network called MUFON. And MUFON is the world's largest organization dedicated to UFO and alien research and looking around other paranormal cases to report. The Mothman creature stems from West Virginia, Fort Lauderdale. I need more wine.
Yeah.
Anyhow, Roger Marks, MUFON Director of Communications, said the Mothman-type creature is being reported in Chicago by 3 separate witnesses in a 4-hour period. According to 3 witnesses reported from MUFON, witness reporting the database. Anyhow, the cases took place between 10 p.m. on April the 15th, 2 a.m. April the 16th. Please be aware that all cases detailed until investigation is complete. That means it could be true or
Yeah,
just
they're still investigating.
they're still investigating. At the point of the investigation, a hoax cannot be ruled out. Okay, she said we were about, first witness out of Lake Michigan, her husband and 2 other couples were celebrating a friend's birthday. She said, the wife, we were about 2 miles away out on the lake off of Montrose. About 10 p.m. we were enjoying ourselves, and I happened to look up and I saw what looked like a giant bat, not like a fox bat. This bat was as tall as my husband, who is 6'4" or even bigger.
That's a
She
big-ass
said,
bat.
That's a big bat. She said there was solid black with eyes that seemed to reflect the moonlight. She added the bat circled around the boat 3 times in complete silence before heading off towards Montrose, which it quickly blended into the night sky and was gone, poof, in seconds. Around 5 minutes after seeing the creature, the same witness saw a bright green object traveling north to south at the horizon. And, where am I?
That was it, right?
I'm sorry.
That's it.
That's it? Oh my God, that's it.
Let them take a look at the
Take a look.
newscast, and if it has the photograph in it, take a look at this short little newscast clip.
Hunters in Mason County may need to be on the lookout for something other than deer when they hit the woods this week. Eyewitness News reporter Fallon Pearson shows us what else may be lurking out there too.
Up until Sunday night, he hadn't been spotted recently, but according to these pictures, the legendary Point Pleasant Mothman is back. These pictures, supposedly taken by a man who says he was driving along State Highway 2 in Point Pleasant, saw something jump from tree to tree, so he pulled off the road to take these pictures. The man declined an on-camera interview, but is adamant the pictures are real.
What's interesting about this one is, compared to the last photograph we saw where you could see the Mothman in the way upper left hand of the road as the guy drove down the road. This you can see a little bit better.
Yes.
Like more form of the body flying straight.
Yeah.
Whether it's real or not, I don't know. Maybe they are. Maybe it's another species of alien we're not aware of.
Well, yeah, that could be true. I mean, and also what's very strange about this whole thing that I was reading, and I didn't get to finish the rest of the article, what happened is that the other person saw the same thing, but they were describing it as over 6 foot something tall.
Wow.
But its eyes, and everybody talks about it, was kind of like was kind of golden, and then it changed into red. Had red eyes.
That's not scary at all.
But it changed red with the bat wings and everything.
Wow.
Yeah. And then the other person, the same thing. So it seemed like wherever it was going,
Now imagine waking
within
up in
those
your
hours.
tent,
Oh no.
spilling your bucket, and then walking out and seeing that fly at you. That would be a nightmare.
That would be
No,
nice.
Tank going out of the tent, throwing that at him with my bucket.
On that note, all right.
He would think that was a nightmare.
All right.
Well, anyhow, that's the stories, and hopefully next week I'll have some brand new fun stuff to deliver.
All right, great. Hey, folks. Now, thank you, Linda, for the Paranormal News.
You're welcome.
Come back next week, and we can check it out again. And then if you want to join in tonight's podcast about nightmares, click on the link right down below this video and go directly to fccfreeradio.com, and you can download that podcast, listen, check out our archives on fccfreeradio.com, and come right back here next week for the Paranormal News. All right?
Right, yeah.
All right, say goodbye.
Bye.